You've just stepped into the Buzzy's Country Store podcast, part-time porch talk, part-time therapy session, and all heart. I'm Chief Larry, and along with your host, J. Scott Ridgell, we're serving up real stories with a Buzzy's twist.
Hello, welcome to the Buzzy Podcast. I'm Jay Scott. Behind the camera, my chief engineer, Larry Eberhardt. And today we welcome Tracy Summerday.
Hi, it's good to be here.
Oh, thank you. Summerday, I love that. If I ever wrote a book and I had to put a lady's name in there, I'd steal that one, Tracy Summerday.
Yes.
Does it sound like a fake name, like a movie star name?
It does sound like a fake name.
Well, I like it.
Yeah.
Is it? It's not Italian.
No, it's Austrian.
Wow.
Originally, I believe.
Huh.
Yeah.
Do you get people making jokes of summers or summer?
All the time.
Summer people,
Yeah.
summer not.
Yeah, all the time. I just had somebody yesterday who was like, you have to have a great big smile on your face because you're a summer day.
Well, there's a lot of truth to that, I guess. With a name like Summerday, you can't really be a sourpuss.
Yeah.
Hey, you moved down here. We're gonna do some background stuff, but
Okay.
I want to start with Buzzy, of course.
Yeah.
When did you roll in here? Was that 10 years ago?
Oh, it's been, 10 years ago. Yeah. About 2016, maybe 9 years ago. So I moved down to Scotland Beach.
Right.
And lived there for a little bit and started coming in again because when I was a teenager, I didn't come in here. It was a little intimidating. So I would drive
We get
by
that a lot.
Buzzy's,
We get that
but
a lot.
I never came in. And about 2017, started coming in and met Lisa and Connie and just kind of stuck. So became a regular.
Now,
I guess.
when did you start with Friday nights for Lisa? Lisa was on Friday nights.
Yeah,
and
and
then you started subbing, or
Yeah, I took over her Fridays because I felt bad because she started working at Point Lookout for the summer. And she was going to be working there on Friday night, so she couldn't make here. So I said, well, I'll just start working on Fridays.
Okay,
I come in anyway. I might as well work here.
Yeah, well, that worked out.
Yeah, I did.
And that was, now you started, 6 years ago? You've been down there?
At the Point Lookout State Park, yep, I've been there for 6 years in October.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that doesn't seem like
I know. The time just goes by too quick.
So this was funny that you are living in Scotland and you're working up the road.
I started living in Scotland and I was working in Waldorf.
Yeah.
And it was an hour and a half commute to get to Waldorf. So then I saw advertisement for the administrative specialist here at Point Lookout State Park. So I applied and got the job and my commute went down to 2 minutes.
Right.
And
so then you move up the road.
then 6 months later, when all the interest rates dropped, I bought a townhouse in
good.
Callaway.
Good.
And started commuting again for 25 minutes. But yeah.
Well, if they ever get the bridge fixed, I take your advice now. I go through Lexington Park when I go home. I don't even try to.
Yeah. Well, I think they're just about done. The median in the road is gone. So it's like completely done.
They were paving this morning. So that,
Yeah. So I think they're almost finished.
They're almost finished that side, but then they got to come back and finish off the south side or something.
Yeah. I'm hoping it'll be done soon because it definitely adds time in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I just thought it was funny that when you were here and had that 5-minute commute, you did that. Well, you did it for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But, then since I work at the park, working here at Buzzy's is easy because it's on my way home.
Well, that's why I worry about Friday nights sometimes, that you've been working all day long down there.
Yeah.
Now, as far as seasonal, like, are you in the summer like a chicken with your head cut off down
Yes.
there compared to the winter when it kind of slows down?
We will be when camping starts next year. So when camping starts, it's going to be very busy for me in the summertime. But for the most part, it's basically busy all year long for me. Since I do the books and I do, the admin part of the job, it's just always busy.
And then, like you said, you've got 3 or 4 other parks that you work. Or,
So the state parks in St. Mary's County, it's Greenwell, Newtown Neck, St. Mary's River State Park, and Point Lookout. And then St. Clements Island is technically a state park as well.
So and you do the budgets? Are you the
Paperwork, yeah.
paperwork for the budgets?
Yeah. Yep.
And does all that roll up? Do you have to do each one individually and then do?
Everything is individual, yeah, and then we have an overall budget that, for the state park. So
Right.
luckily the other parks, it's not as, there's not as much as Point
Yeah.
Lookout.
Well, Point
Yeah.
Lookout's the big kahuna.
Oh, sure.
Now,
sure.
did you get, someone told me once that Point Lookout was the second most money generating park in Maryland, only to Sandy Point.
Maybe.
Which makes sense if
Yeah.
you think about it, because as far as big parks
Well,
go.
but probably not, because Gunpowder's a very large park as well, right around Baltimore. So
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't really looked into that.
Mm-hmm.
But when our camping is going on, we do generate.
Now, it's been 3 years.
It's been 3 years.
Right.
Next
And
year,
we think-
reservations are open.
Can we knock on wood, Larry? No, we can. Well, fingers crossed.
Yeah, hopefully, we're.
Now, did you play in that? Now that's contracted through DNR. You didn't have to get in the middle of that
No,
as far as these what's
I had
going on.
nothing to do with any of that.
Well, yeah, the
Yeah.
first one going bang. What a mess.
Yeah.
And not only here in the lower end of the county, but you think about the whole county is affected by what goes on down here, because the people coming here got to travel all the way through the county to get here.
Yeah.
So, that's had a big impact, not
Sure.
just down here, but throughout the whole county with,
Yeah.
losing those campers.
Yeah.
So the good news is
Next year.
next year.
Yep. So we're excited.
Now, that must make you step up. Now, the reservation let's talk about that. They're doing the day reservations you need a reservation to camp, obviously.
Yes.
Right. So that's what you're talking about, that'll be back. And now they're doing this day tripping thing.
On the weekends.
On the weekends?
Yeah, there's several parks in Maryland that are doing the day use reservations.
Is that seasonal? Is that just for the summer?
Memorial to Labor Day?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Just
Now-
weekends and holidays, and then it goes back to normal.
That falls in your bailiwick, right? As far as the gate working, having to oversee that, or does
We
it-
have seasonals that work at Point Lookout that work in the contact station and take care of that.
Now, with the reservation system, do people even need to talk to someone? Can when they
They do
roll-
it online.
They do it online, and then they get their number and they come in and just roll
Yep.
right
They have
in?
a QR code,
Wow.
and they just go into the park. Yep.
Well, we haven't seen lines out here this year, so it
Nope.
must be. Well, you just started July, right?
June. Yep.
Oh, it was-
we
it was
started the
June?
end of June.
And it's where everything's going good.
Yeah. Everything's going good. So
No problems.
yeah.
I'm on the Tourism Bureau board, and went to my first meeting last Wednesday, and the lady that gave the brief talked about tourism is down overall throughout the whole country. And she said Maryland's no different, and St. Mary's County's no different. Tourism as an overall thing is down, and she said the concern there is they're worried that people start looking at, well, tourism is down, you don't need that much money. So we'll
Sure.
just, and they said that's kind of the worst thing they can do. And I've always been a little bit disappointed in Maryland, because all these other states are advertising here in Maryland, and I go, are we, as Maryland, advertising in those states like
Yeah.
they are here? Go to Asheville, go to Pennsylvania, go to West
I
Virginia.
mean, I've seen some commercials for Maryland, but not too many of them.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, we had a couple in here Saturday or Sunday that they were here doing a video for the county, and
Okay.
they had been down Point Lookout, and they were like freelancers. They worked for themselves, happily ever traveling. That's the name of their. And they were young,
Yeah.
right? But they were cute. And Larry got to talk some shop with them, because they used DMI versus I didn't know what they were talking about, but but you didn't run into them. They stayed at Peggy's. They stayed down 450, and
Okay.
Peggy suggested them they drop in here.
Okay.
So we had a nice talk with them, but they were kind of in the whole tourism trade,
Yeah.
and down here to do videos, and I guess do a video commercial for St. Mary's County, so
Yeah.
which is pretty good.
Well, when COVID hit, and everybody was told to, distance and to stay outside, not to go indoors. I think that all of the parks, everybody that had tourism, that had outside activities, saw a huge boost in people coming out. And I think that now that, COVID's over, and that is not a factor, I think that people are starting to, look at different avenues versus, going out to the parks or going out to, different places. And I think that also has been a factor in everything,
Sure. Well, there was a pendulum effect where everybody couldn't wait to get back out.
Well, like the RVs, try buying an RV in 2020. That was just ridiculous because everybody was going out and buying an RV because that was something that was safer for their family. They could go camping. They could, take a road trip and not have to worry about seeing people at hotels. And now that's all I see on Facebook Marketplaces, RVs being sold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, overall, too, when people weren't traveling overseas and they had vacation money to spend, they would stay local.
Yeah.
And here in D.C., Baltimore area, why would you want to go to Myrtle Beach or to Daytona Beach? I mean, you can come down here.
Sure.
And particularly with with the Airbnbs, which is a growing business here in the county, too. Like, I get a lot of people that are here staying at Peggy's places down at, staying down at Rodeau Beach. Yeah. And then there's other B&Bs up the road where people come down.
Yeah.
They want to see local color, and we've got local color.
We absolutely do. The one thing when working on Friday nights and we get the people who are staying at the Airbnbs and they come into Buzzy's and everybody who leaves says, "Oh, this has been so wonderful," and I was like, "We've never met a stranger here, so come on back."
Yeah, well, you were talking when you were a teen coming in. When the drill used to be when they came in the door, Dad's regulars that would be hanging out here. Everything got quiet and they checked you out.
Yes.
Right? Now it's kind of nice because everybody goes, "Welcome to Buzzy's.
Yes.
Come on in." And I tell people behind the counter, try to catch their eye. And because most places, if you notice, I told Dad once, I said, "Dad, have you ever noticed all these stores got to check out the register at the door?" I said, "Here, you've got it in the back." He said, He said, "What are you talking about? You want them to come in."
Yes.
And that's a country store.
Yep.
You like all the Cracker Barrel business.
Yeah.
Notice where their counter is.
Yes.
You go in Cracker Barrel, the counter is back over on the corner. I think it is. Yeah. They redid their. Yeah. I don't know if it still is or not.
I don't know.
Although Uncle Herschel's back.
Yeah.
I was thinking of getting my Uncle Cotton, a picture of him, and put him out on the porch, and staying true to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Friday nights. Now, Friday night is kind of like, we have Thursday nights, which Terry sort of kicked up. And then, do you know the when I took over, Larry was working Friday nights, and he started as ladies' night.
Yeah, I remember that.
Were you part of Larry's?
Well, I remember when I first started coming, they talked about Thursdays being like ladies' night or Thirsty Thursday or,
And then through the years, I would try to have a male on Friday night just to keep the ladies' night going. And now it's like everybody here. I can tell when I have a good crowd. When I leave at 4, I always count heads, male, female.
Yeah.
And if I have 50-50, that's a good crowd.
Yeah.
And then as many nights as I leave, I'll have more women in here.
Yeah.
Than men. And I really know I'm doing it right.
Yeah, well, Fridays it's a good crowd. We've been staying open later.
Well, Larry, that's with Larry's permission.
Yes.
Larry lives.
I know I've apologized a couple of times to Larry.
He's got a good set of headphones, he says.
Yeah, sometimes they'll turn that music up just a little too much, and I have to keep telling them, let's turn it down. We got to be mindful of Larry upstairs.
Especially after 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a really good crowd, and especially when we have the group of firemen and the girls from Weiss. If those two groups come down on a Friday night, it's going to...
it's on.
Yeah, it's on. Yeah. Yeah. They play games,
Well, I saw the one video with the hot dog. I'm still not sure about...
That was so much fun. It was so much fun. I couldn't post the video online. One of the people in the video promised me, or made me promise them, that I wouldn't post it online because he was like, I don't want to have to explain this to my wife.
Yeah.
It was playing the games. Everything was innocent, but still, he's like, I don't want to have to explain that.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I promised him I wouldn't put it online.
I could see why. I could see why.
Yeah.
Although I think I did. I posted one of
Yeah,
the
but I
videos,
didn't-
but he wasn't.
That wasn't the one that showed. No, that wasn't the
you
one
didn't-
specifically. I didn't send that one out to
You didn't send-
anybody.
Aren't you a good friend?
But yeah, that was a fun night. It was a lot of fun.
Well, maybe we need what you like Vegas, what you see here and do here, and here.
What happens at Buzzy stays at
Buzzy's.
Buzzy's.
I told that to somebody once, and they said, "Yeah, right."
Yeah. No, everybody's going to know within, at least by the next morning.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, I think you've done pretty good because
Yeah.
you keep coming back.
I
mean,
absolutely do.
Yeah. Well, and that's the other thing I don't like to do. I don't like to have people work back-to-back nights.
Yeah.
I want you fresh.
Yeah.
I want you on your game, and then, like, you working all day long and having to come in here.
Yeah.
And same with the Weiss ladies, Terry and
Yeah.
Jamie. For them to work all day and then come in here.
Yeah, well, now if I was a ranger and I had to work outside all day, that would be something different. But since I'm working inside in an office, it's kind of a nice fresh pace coming in here, and I get to see all the people that I know, and it's usually a good crowd. So
Now, did you
Yeah.
grow up? You said as a teenager, did you?
I did.
You did?
I grew up. I graduated from Great Mills High
Okay.
School, actually. And even though I lived in Lexington Park, Ridge was my
Stomping ground?
Yeah, it was my stomping ground. There's been a few cornfields that we've tore into,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, so
No pictures, no videos of that.
no video. Oh, thank goodness social media was not around when I was a kid, because
All of us.
I'd have been in big trouble.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, so I grew up down here, and when I got the job at Point Lookout, it was kind of like I was coming back home.
Yeah.
Well, when I moved to Scotland Beach, and then got the job, it was nice.
There
It
you
was
go.
nice to come back.
Well, you can go home.
Yeah,
That's the old saying. You
Yeah.
can't, but you can. You always
Yeah.
can.
yeah,
Home is the most powerful word in the world.
yeah,
That you say home, everybody knows what you mean.
yeah, yeah, and get to see all the people that I went to high school with, and people that I kind of lost touch with. So that's been really nice.
Well, I can relate because when I live in over in Piney Point, I would see my running mates from down here at Walmart or out and about at a restaurant. Hey, we got to get together. We need to catch up, and never would.
Yeah,
Whereas down here, I'm here. They come by, they check in,
Right.
and it's been really kind of nice. And
Yeah.
to, like you said, to make and you pick up right where you left off.
sure.
I mean, it's like, hey, you still got that car? You still,
Yeah. Yep.
Very good. Well, I was going to talk more about the park, about Point Lookout, but like you said, you're not here as a representative of the
No,
park.
I'm not a representative of the park. I just happen to work there.
They happen to work there. That's good. But you're a
Yeah.
good representative
Yeah.
because, well, tell about my buddies that only wanted to talk to Tracy. They wanted to get the golden pass or whatever. And
Yeah, so-
and I had put on the blog, ask for Tracy
Yes,
or something.
and they come in and they walk out. They won't talk to anybody else except for me. But yeah, Golden Age passes, we have them at the point, and
Now you can talk about that. What is that, 62, 60?
at age 62, you can get a Golden Age pass. Yep,
And-
and it's $10. It's good for life, and I have the passes and the magnetic strip cards that get you into the automatic gate. So I have everything.
And that gets you into like the lake. Like
St.
I
Mary's
use
River
mine-
State Park. Yep, it gets
I-
you in there, because otherwise there's no way to get in except to pay.
I know.
So yeah, I have all that stuff, and I tell people, if you need a passport, if you need a Golden Age pass, military. That's one thing that a lot of people don't realize is anybody who has military service, whether they're retired, whether they're active, they can get into all state parks for free. And so I have the magnetic cards for those that have military service, so they can use the parks
For free.
for free. And then if they go to a park with an attendant, you just show them your ID.
Now, isn't there some that you get dropped out after a year? Or there's some renewal glitch?
So the magnetic
or it's
strip
not-
cards, we do put an expiration date on those.
Right.
And that's because there's no name on it. So if you lose it, we don't want somebody to have a lifetime way to get into the parks if it's not theirs.
So it's not
So
key
it's
to the
it's
person.
2 years. We give 2 years, and then all you have to do is call me. I can update it right over the phone.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't have to come back down. So
Now, after we put this out, you're going to be inundated with.
that's fine. You
Call
know,
Tracy. Call Tracy.
I'd rather people know what the options that they have.
Yes. Well, you know,
Yeah.
with local people, it's always they always, you know, that state park. Well, you know, the dump sticker ought to get me in. That
Yeah.
proves I'm local. If I got a dump sticker, I ought to be able to get in that
Right.
state park.
Yeah, but the
I've
Golden
heard
Age
that's-
Pass is definitely the way to go. $10 and for life,
And 62,
62.
right?
Yeah.
But then you said the military get.
Yeah, the military get in for free.
Yeah, and that's a good. Now, what is the? We do like a reciprocity with other states, right? So if Virginia charges you $5 to get in,
Mm-hmm.
we charge them $5. Is that the way it works?
So the state just has like set prices. So if it's a per car charge, it's $3 for Maryland residents, $5 for out of state, whether you're from Virginia or Hawaii, we don't care. And then the per person charge, it's $5 on the weekends if it's a per person charge. It's $5 for Maryland residents, $7 for out of state.
One last question on state park. I know
Yes.
I told you I wasn't going to ask you a bunch. Well, but fishing license, you guys aren't selling them?
No.
Where local is?
Walmart, Tackle Box, that's where or you can get them online.
That's right.
Actually the easiest
That's
way.
right.
Yep.
They can do it right there.
I believe this store is Maryland Outdoors, is what it's online. And you can just get your fishing license there.
I was selling them here for a
Yeah.
while.
It's a lot.
It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
I can see why you guys aren't doing it. And then for me, on Saturday and Sundays when the head office was closed, if they got rejected, then they would land. Like one guy was in one day and he said, I said, I'm sorry, I can't process this for you. And he said, well, what the hell's that all about? And I said, well, you might have outstanding traffic tickets. No. I said, child support payments. He said, child support payments? You mean she ain't let me go fishing now? He hadn't paid his child support, so I
Oh.
guess they wouldn't let him get a fishing license.
Wow.
He left out of here calling her names.
Yeah.
Won't even let me go fishing.
Yeah.
So that was when I said, you know, this is not, during the week, I could say, you need to call them up.
Yeah. Yeah, I
You know,
think
I'll stay out of it.
at one point, Point Lookout, before I was associated with Point Lookout, I think they did fishing license years ago.
They
But,
did. They did.
They haven't been doing that since 2019 when I started.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's like you said, it's a little bit of the theory here in the store was that they would buy, that while I was doing the license, they would buy stuff.
Okay.
Well, I soon figured that out. If they've come this far, they pretty much have everything they need to go down there
Right.
other than a fishing license.
Yeah.
And I think Paul Kellum was doing it for a while, and I think the Rod and Reel was doing it for a while.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I heard that they were too, but I just tell people
go online.
go online. It's the easy because they can do that in the parking lot.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
know.
And they can do it right there.
Yeah.
And pretty much, you know, everybody now, it's funny that you guys are going to this reservation system, but everything is like with the phone now.
Yeah.
You know, as far as like, have you noticed more and more people are doing the Apple Pay with the credit card?
Yeah.
In fact, the credit cards, I can't believe how much credit cards are going through here.
We have a lot, and I have people that come in and they'll buy $2 and want to pay with a credit card, and yeah, it's amazing how many.
People just aren't carrying cash anymore.
No.
When I first started, Dad didn't have credit cards, and we were losing salespeople. Where's the nearest debit machine?
Yeah.
They'd go up to Ridge Market, and then they'd go in Ridge Market or Dollar
Yeah.
General now, and wouldn't come back. So that's when I started with the credit cards.
Yeah.
But and the minimum, I hate charging a minimum, but I do make them. Like I said, why don't you go get 2 Cokes?
Right.
Get the $5, and I'll go ahead and run it. But
Yeah.
don't make me run it for
For
a
$2.
$1 jug of a bottle of
Yeah.
water. You know,
Yeah.
that's just minor stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, you got anything? Good, bad, indifferent?
Not that I can think of.
No?
Don't put me on the spot. I don't know.
Well, get those camp. Now, I keep coming back to
Yeah.
it, but I heard the 27th at this meeting the other day of the Tourism Bureau. She said, well, we've got good news that the park will be open for camp. The work is done the end of this month or next month.
So
Is it? I
that
don't
is
wanna put
not.
you on-
That's not anything that I've heard.
No?
No.
Okay.
But I haven't heard anything official. I know that you can make reservations now for next year.
But that's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Anything else, I don't know if they've made any other decisions until it's official. Until they tell me to open the reservations. The official word is they're open next year.
I just remembered.
Oh,
The Friends of Point Lookout.
yes.
Who are these people?
So this is a great bunch of guys, and they are reenactors. They do a lot for the park. They do a lot for the fort area and the buildings, and they do a lot of different work. So they have these reenactments that they do each month, mainly in the fall, and it's a great time. They show all of the artillery that the soldiers used in the Civil War, and Bob Krickenberger is he knows everything about Point Lookout.
Now, is he the ones that hang out at the fort on the weekends?
Yeah.
Yeah, people love them.
Yes.
They love those guys.
Just a wealth of knowledge.
Yes.
And they make everything fun. So I encourage everybody
September
to
13th and 14th, the artillery. That's where
Yes.
they fire the cannons, right?
Yeah.
And then October 4th and 5th, prisoner of war at Point Lookout. Well, that'll probably be at the fort
Yes.
area. And then the War of 1812.
Yeah,
November
everything's
1st
held
and
at the
2nd.
fort area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, give them a little plug. And then they're on Facebook.
They are.
Oh,
So if you go
Friends?
to Facebook and search for Friends of Point Lookout, it comes up, and their calendar's there, and it's a great.
The lighthouse is getting rave reviews.
It's
I have
wonderful.
people come in that just can't get over it.
Yeah.
As far as they love it. And then
Yeah.
of course I ask them about the ghost.
Yeah.
And then I show them Birmingham's picture.
Yes.
And show them the ghost back, and people, well, we got to go back. We didn't. I said, well, they didn't see the ghost either. The ghost saw them.
Right. Yeah, we've gotten such great reviews for the lighthouse, and it's wonderful. From if you had seen it before it was renovated, and to now, it's a beautiful lighthouse.
Yes. Now that's Thursday through Sunday still?
Thursday through Monday, but
I'm
we'll
sorry.
have different hours after Labor Day. I'm sure that we'll post. I can't remember the exact hours they're going to, but between Memorial Day and Labor Day, it's Thursday through Monday, 9 to 5.
Right.
9 to 5.
Now people can go, they still have to, someone would have to pay if they don't have the Golden Pass. They'd
Pay
have
at
to
the
pay
gate.
to get in the park.
Yeah.
But then the
But the
lighthouse
lighthouse is free.
is part of your
Yeah.
admission ticket,
Yep.
which is good.
Yeah.
And it should be.
Yeah.
But it's wonderful. People can't believe it.
Yeah.
How nice it is. And the exhibits are very well done.
They are.
The ones we waited on for 3 years.
They are.
They were worth the wait, I guess.
Point Lookout staff did an amazing job.
Yes.
The Rangers, they all did an amazing job with the decorations and the time period, furniture, and just all kinds of stuff. So,
Well, it's staffed by them, right?
Yes.
You've got people in there,
we have
not tour guides, but they're there.
yeah,
to-
because we have merchandise that you can purchase.
Oh,
that,
do you have a gift shop?
We do. We have a gift shop that you can purchase.
Buzzy hats?
Puzzles
Can I
and
put Buzzy hats in
Yeah.
there?
put a lighthouse on it.
That's a good idea. I
yeah.
should.
We have mugs and puzzles and different items that people can purchase. So, yeah.
Hey, do what you got to do to get this approved. We'll come down and do a Buzzy podcast from the lighthouse.
From the lighthouse?
With the ghost. Our guest today
I
is...
can't guarantee you that a ghost would show up.
Hey, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
And thank you.
This is Chief Larry, and if you're enjoying Jay Scott and the Buzzy's Country Store podcast, please like, subscribe, and share. And as always, you're always welcomed here at Buzzy's.